on Blake Lively's claims that she was allegedly harassed by this guy when they shot the movie, It Ends With Us, a film about domestic violence. And was Justin didn't harass Blake. Blake was interested in wresting control of this movie away from Justin, who was the director and the producer. She was just an actress in it. And to the point where this guy was in the basement at his own movie's premiere. And that what in fact happened was you guys were the ones out there generating negative press against Justin. You guys were the ones who were trying to ruin Justin at the Reynolds penthouse in Manhattan, where Ryan Reynolds allegedly bullied Justin so badly that a Sony representative, and her biggest takeaway was, it was so nasty. There's just so much more to this story, and the media's already like self-flagellating. Oh, we were too mean to Blake. And now you see text messages from Blake Lively comparing herself. She's the mother of dragons in Game of Thrones, that she too has her dragons, Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift. What Brian Friedman alleges is, and that they are powerful advocates for her. You'll go along or I'll unleash my dragons on you, you loser who no one's ever heard of.
I can't believe neither side is like giving in. They're like digging in further.
It's going to be the kind of lawsuit that is full of evidence, documents, which prove exactly what she did to take over the movie and used her PR people to try and destroy Justin. And we're carefully considering other people that will be sued also. Ryan Reynolds, for sure.
Baldoni is going on the offensive. He just launched a website containing 168 pages of documents and...
Hollywood's most recent adaptation of the best-selling book, It Ends With Us, was destined to be a touching blockbuster, but instead it turned into an unexpected media storm. The Justin Baldoni-directed movie, which stars Blake Lively, has already been released, and both reviewers and viewers are calling it a failure. Making matters worse, Lively and Son are involved in lawsuits against one another. Lively may face jail time, according to circulating rumors, and a gag order that could have stopped public mudslinging has been categorically denied. At a New York Times expose that some claim unfairly singles out Baldoni, and you have a situation so clumsy that it could overshadow the drama on screen. Adding fuel to this Hollywood fire, Baldoni recently unveiled a website containing jaw-dropping documents and text messages that back up his claims. So, how did we end up here? And is this doomed project still a possibility? Fans rejoiced when it was first revealed that a book known for its compelling emotional themes would be adapted. It seemed like a dream partnership. The sensitive directing style of Justin Baldoni is praised, and Blake Lively's fame on the red carpet frequently surpasses her on-screen persona. Although some questioned Lively's ability to handle the novel's heavy subject matter, referring to her as the worst actress in a role that calls for a more nuanced performance, optimism was high at the time. Since Baldoni had a history of transforming passionate stories into profitable endeavors, insiders had been speculating about slamming visions practically from the beginning. In keeping with the novel, Baldoni desired an unvarnished, emotional portrayal. Glam appeared to be pushing for a more mainstream vibe, while Lively was rumored to be adding comedic flair. Nobody could have predicted that common creative disagreements would turn into the catastrophe currently playing out in front of the world. When on-set sources brought up conflict over comedic rewrites, the first signs of trouble appeared. While Lively reportedly suggested punchlines and glossy aesthetics, Baldoni was determined to maintain the book's authenticity, which was full of heartbreaking moments and introspection. Novel readers were incensed by leaked pictures of Lively wearing expensive clothing that contradicted the somber tone of the narrative. Rumors quickly spread, with Lively feeling marginalized and asserting that she was excluded from important choices. Baldoni maintained that no one person's humorous tendencies should overshadow the novel's most important themes, even though few anticipated the ensuing legal disputes. The extent of Justin Baldoni's allegations caught industry insiders and fans off guard when he filed a defamation lawsuit against Blake Lively. Lively, he claimed, disseminated lies about his directing style, portraying him as a despot who denied her any creative input. In addition to harming his professional reputation, Baldoni maintained that these accusations also diminished the movie's financial prospects. Baldoni went above and beyond the usual Tinseltown defamation suit, requesting a huge sum in damages to show that he wasn't going to tolerate an unfavorable rumor. Lively then filed her own lawsuit against Baldoni, alleging that he had harassed her on set and stunted her ability to perform to the best of her abilities. The studio pushed through the film's release despite the growing legal drama, but suddenly this was more than just a quarrel, it was a full-scale legal battle. Many fans saw this as an opportunity to test whether the adaptation retained any of the novel's emotional impact. Critics expressed a great deal of disappointment with the film's uneven tone, a startling mix of heartbreaking confessions and inappropriate humor that clashed with the book's unvarnished themes. The film's lack of resonance was further highlighted by box office results, which left everyone wondering if it was doomed by creative conflicts before it had a chance. Promotional efforts were overshadowed by the fiasco as headlines focused on the legal brawl between Lively and Baldoni. The movie now serves as a sobering reminder that frequently, chaos behind the scenes leads to an on-screen mishap. A gag order was requested to prevent both sides from speaking out in a last-ditch effort to stop the public from disparaging one side, which insiders suggested was Lively's team. The court declined to allow either side to continue dropping bombshells on a daily basis. Every new piece of information, whether factual or conjectural, has been disseminated via tabloids and social media. Both Baldoni and Lively persisted in defending themselves in the court of public opinion without a gag order. Whether it was Lively's camp making public statements about her alleged mistreatment, or Baldoni's supporters sharing behind-the-scenes stories, the back and forth is relentless and is overshadowing whatever dignity the movie may still have. In a move that is essentially unheard of in these circles, Justin Baldoni launched a website devoted exclusively to the lawsuit, complete with a wealth of documents, text messages, and production emails. This evidence, according to Baldoni, supports his claims that Lively purposefully misrepresented the truth and swayed public opinion to paint himself as the villain. Fans and industry watchers are clicking through these files with morbid fascination. Some of the texts show Lively attempting to undermine important emotional scenes with comedic twists. Others allegedly depict her turning around after unfavorable fan comments appeared. His supporters see Baldoni's decision to go public as a transparency mission, despite critics who claim it may have been a publicity stunt. In an unexpected turn of events that has Team Baldoni fuming, a recent feature article appeared to strongly support Lively's story, portraying Baldoni as an uncompromising force who harassed a struggling actress. He is laying everything out so that the truth can be seen in the New York Times, a publication usually praised for high-standard reporting. Calling it a smear campaign, supporters of Baldoni say the Times article selectively included facts and left out important details from his new website. The article caused a social media backlash. Some called Baldoni unyielding, while others drew attention to the Times' history of occasionally publishing content that provokes controversy. Baldoni's legal team maintains that this article was only released following a private conversation with Lively's camp, suggesting a covert agenda. It is unclear if this is true or just speculation. There are rumors that Blake Lively may be in even more serious trouble, as if a disastrous box office run and 2 lawsuits for defamation weren't enough. There are rumors that she supported or supplied allegedly falsified evidence in her countersuit. If verified in court, that may result in charges of perjury or obstruction, which are crimes punishable by imprisonment. Legal experts warn that reports of a 5-year sentence are probably exaggerated, but the mere suggestion of jail time for a Hollywood star, or in any other way, makes headlines. Lively may face a legal nightmare beyond defamation damages if the evidence on Baldoni's website is as damning as he claims, even though his team hasn't formally stated they're pursuing criminal avenues. Even though his name isn't officially listed in any documents, Ryan Reynolds' humorous imprint permeates the entire show. In an attempt to lighten the film's weighty subject matter, Lively reportedly asked her husband for suggestions on humorous beats. When fans criticized the adaptation for ignoring important emotional themes, all mentions of Reynolds' influence vanished in an instant. Reynolds may be implicated in the lawsuits as a witness or an unintentional participant in script rewrites, according to some, although he is currently not involved. The rumor mill has not stopped conjecturing about mysterious text messages linking him to the comedic thrust that, according to Baldoni, compromised the integrity of the book at its core. It is a tale of extreme emotional intensity and vulnerability development. The drama continues after the film's release, and instead of celebrating a profound cinematic experience, viewers watch as 2 Hollywood figures level accusations about comedic rewrites, malicious gossip, and possible felony charges. Fans who long to see these themes on screen are devastated that the adaptation failed, and are even more alarmed that the drama continues. The real spectacle, which was supposed to be heart-stopping performances, is now the daily spectacle of legal developments. For many fans, the most painful thing is the depressing thought that the film's failure might permanently eclipse the novel's more profound themes. It Ends With Us was meant to be a celebration of a beloved novel's adaptation into a movie. It has instead become a never-ending tale of lawsuits, countersuits, a damning article in the New York Times that some refer to as a smear campaign, and a new website that is full of evidence that could end someone's life. Even worse, if accusations of falsified evidence are proven in court, Blake Lively might end up in jail, not to mention that the adaptation is regarded as both commercial and critical. Baldoni, who is frequently characterized as genuine and sympathetic, needs to demonstrate that he is not the heartless person the NY Times article depicted. All eyes are now on these 2 legal rivals, under scrutiny for her celebrity status. Lively defends her reputation and possibly her freedom. Meanwhile, those who once fervently supported it are left reeling from an adaptation that has been overshadowed by scandal. How is it going to end? Either in a last-minute truce that attempts to mend the damage, or in quiet settlement talks in a dramatic courtroom showdown that dwarfs the film's own drama. This is far from the end of the story, and Hollywood can be unpredictable. One thing is certain, it's a warning about what happens when egos clash, creative visions clash, and the unstoppable spotlight of public scrutiny never goes away. What do you think? Was it excessive for the New York Times to attack Baldoni, or is he actually the oppressive power that piece depicted? There's always more to learn as the story develops, but if the rumors of fabricated evidence prove to be accurate, could Blake Lively really face jail time? You can be the first to know when more secrets are revealed by subscribing and ringing the bell.